Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and recently some interesting news about Splinter Cell has surfaced. So recently, Jade Raymond, the producer on Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and Splinter Cell Blacklist, did an interview where she gave some insight into the Splinter Cell franchise.
What about Splinter Cell? Of course, as a gamer, how would you like that potential new entry to be? How would you love to play Splinter Cell now?
Oh God, that's a good question. You know what? There's a design that we actually had and worked on that we would have wanted to make. But since I'm not, at Ubisoft anymore, I can't talk about it. I don't know who wants to share that concept.
So as you can see, Ubisoft Toronto were creating a design/concept for the next Splinter Cell game back in 2014. Now, it's definitely worth noting Jade left Ubisoft Toronto later that year, so she's obviously not up to date on the current version of the game. But with that said, it's definitely interesting that Ubisoft Toronto were creating a concept for the game and it still hasn't been released or even officially announced 4 years later. That definitely makes me think Ubisoft scrapped some parts of the game, which would totally make sense because Ubisoft have been changing their direction into games as a games as a service model. So with that in mind, I'm still hoping for a few things out of this next game. Just to list a few, I'm hoping this next one isn't open world like most Ubisoft games. I'm okay with massive missions like Uncharted where it kind of feels open world, but please don't go full out open world like Odyssey just for the sake of it. I'm also hoping that Ubisoft Toronto are still the main developers. I've said this before and I'll say it again, Splinter Cell Blacklist is one of my favorite Ubisoft games. I had no expectations going into it and Blacklist turned out to be a great game. It's challenging and lets you tackle missions in various ways. Sure, it's more mainstream than some of the others, but they made it work, and I think they would be the perfect fit for this next game. Ubisoft Montreal are already busy working on 6 other games or something like that. They don't need this one as well. And last but not least, I hope Michael Ironside returns. This one is basically going to happen since we had him return in the Wildlands DLC. I mean, come on, it's not like they're going to bring him back for that one DLC and then just swap him out for someone else. I mean, it is Ubisoft, but I doubt it. Anyways, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I know it's short, but that's really all I have to say. The Splinter Cell game that Jade Raymond and her team pitched is probably a lot different now because the industry is changing. I'm sure Ubisoft kept some story elements, but the multiplayer, as we know, is going to be a lot different. Again, I'm just hoping they don't go full open worlds and let Ubisoft Toronto develop this next game. As always though, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.
I, William Jefferson Clinton.
Richard Milhouse Nixon.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
preserve, protect,
and defend
the Constitution
of the United States.
so help me God.